now we were here earlier. We were here at 6:20 now. We were here just around noon. And 6:20 p.m. We were here about 6 hours ago. And we are back. Let me spin you around. We are back at the Sunny Isles Beach. You know, this is the main beach, like where the public, where you can park, walk onto the beach. That sort of thing. So lifeguards obviously off duty for the day, just regular hours. I don't think that's any indication of the storm or anything. I don't think they call them in. I think it's just past their working hours. Now, I don't know if there was a, well, obviously the storm, the front edge of the storm was blowing in when we were here last. So now we're just kind of in the soup, so to speak. And I think what we're looking at here is, you know, just those lulls between the squalls. So the ocean is kind of leveled off. The pier is still open though, so you see people still walking, sightseeing, taking in the power of Mother Nature. And these are, you know, honestly, aside from the sensational headlines, these kind of weak tropical storm, tropical depression are actually, I mean, they're actually a beautiful display of the way Mother Nature, you know, the power and the fury and also the gentle rhythm, to wax poetic a little about weather. The beach bar is holding up pretty well. There hasn't been any you know, real heavy surf to wear away at the pier. I mean, it's getting a little high out in the distance, but it's not getting too bad. The sea is building now. Years ago, when we had some of the bigger storms blow in, that water, that ocean was right up to the bottom of the pier. Like, that's how high the ocean was, and all of this was underwater up well into the dunes over there. A lot of the beach was washed away. I'm going back probably 10 years or so. So yeah, it's definitely been a lot worse. This is definitely more of a, like I said, a sensational event. I particularly love this vantage point because, you know, when the waves hit the pier pylons, it's really dramatic. The big waves that come in, and you get out of the drip, you know, the rain. South Florida, the Miami area is well known for the rain, for the storms, but many times the storms just kind of blow in all at once and then just dump, you know, extremely heavy, extremely dense rain for maybe an hour or so, and then goes away, clears up. So these storms do, the danger for this particular storm is the amount of rain over the extended period of time. So we're talking much of yesterday, there were a lot of storms in the area. All of today, just this consistent rain. And then whatever's to come tonight in the bulk of the storm, tomorrow morning, and as it pulls away, even as it pulls away throughout the day tomorrow, you know, the tail end of the storm, as it makes its way out to sea, is still dragging moisture across the state from the Gulf. So you're still going to get, you'll see a lot more sun late Saturday, or a lot more clear skies into the evening, Saturday night, and likely much of the day on Sunday. But you'll also have these squally storms still being dragged across by the main system. So this consistent rain is kind of what the danger is because it loosens up. Now, not necessarily here on the beach, because that's what the beach does, but inland, you know, all those trees right now, all the ground that those trees are in, palm trees especially, and some of the bigger trees, all that ground is just being constantly saturated throughout the day. And you know, they're talking about 40 mile an hour winds upwards of that overnight and in the morning hours tomorrow. So, you know, everything kind of loosens up from all this rain, and then when you get the winds come in, everything kind of topples over from not having a strong ground that it's rooted in, topples over, and then some of the more vulnerable power lines and the more residential areas and such, you know, get taken down. A lot of the metropolitan areas, the power lines have been elevated well above the tree line. But you know, you get these little one-off cases, but then you have like opportunities to pick up shells like this. Look at that, nice shell. When the when the wind kicks all that ocean up. I posted a video earlier, pretty raw. I didn't edit it at all. I just ran it, cut it, and published it. This I might publish. This I might edit out. Some of the ums and ahs, just to keep it flowing better. But I love to bring, you know, current events to the masses. So here's a perfect opportunity in a safe way. Now, if this was a hurricane, let me tell you, like I said, the seas would be well into the sand, into the dunes. Those buildings would be at risk probably of the seawalls being overtopped. You know, if this was a, say, a category 2 or 3 storm, not so much where this is coming from, because it's coming from the west, but if it was coming right at us, you know, all this water would be pushed up, and it would be a different story. I wouldn't be able to bring you such a calm and reassuring coverage. And I don't even think the authorities would. I think they've pretty much stopped monitoring the public, where, you know, as far as kind of telling people to stay off. You know, they'll tell you to stay off the beach, but I don't think they'll make you stay off. Some years past, that would have been the case, but now they're pretty much, you know, they got people that are not putting themselves at risk to worry about and to serve and protect. So people that are intentionally putting themselves at risk in a much stronger storm, or a much more dangerous atmosphere, environment, whatever you call it, you know, may the odds be in your favor, right? Trying to find something here that I thought I brought some. I brought something to keep the rain off. It's funny, I have a seakeeper housing, a bubble goes over the GoPro to keep the water from piling up on the lens. And since I wasn't planning on going underwater, I didn't bring it, but I think it would actually be a benefit today. Well, let's get off this. Beach is taking care of itself. Lifeguards have gone home for the day. We're gonna go back upstairs and seek shelter ourselves. But I just wanted to come down and bring you a live shot of what was happening on the beach. No boats out there today, well, at least not in view. There may be some, actually it's probably good fishing. There may be some out there taking advantage of the surf and the bounty from beneath. How's that? All right, guys. I will check back later. I'm going to continue to post videos throughout the, we got our first destruction of the hurricane. I will post more as the storm progresses. Obviously, it will be way too dark tonight to see any of this, but perhaps at daybreak, perhaps in the morning, there'll be more to see and more to report on. Anyway, all right, guys, if you're here in Miami, in the area, please stay safe. You know, there's definitely a safe way to experience this weather, so make sure you do that. If you're elsewhere, don't worry, this is not that big of a deal. This is not Wilma from 2005, which I was kind of worried at first about this being, you know, the storm that was not supposed to be a big deal and then kind of crushed us for a few weeks years ago. But this is just going to be a lot of rain, a little wind, and then we'll be out of it hopefully by Sunday. So again, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care of yourselves, take care of one another. Have a good night. Peace.